You're live. This is the aaronzero show news podcast, February 3. Here we go. European allies rally around Ukraine to raise defense spending, and UK says Europe must do heavy lifting, needs US help, which had me thinking in circles because under Mr. Trump has promised no help at all to Ukraine or to Europe for that matter. They want to disentangle themselves and they feel they're doing a big saving because everything with Mr. Trump is transactional, as somebody pointed out. So Mr. Trump thinks he's saving a lot of money. He doesn't give a damn that there's a dictator called Putin there in Russia, who's a dictator who is harming thousands and millions of people. It's not his problem, really, unless the bombs are falling on America. And so European leaders met in London to try and shore up their defenses and stand by Ukraine. And they realize they don't have America's back. And so America's back was there for Europe for nearly 80 years after the World War II. There was the Marshall Plan, which helped in rebuilding Germany after the World War II. And there was a Cold War where Russia basically was a communist country while America stood for freedom and democracy. And today, all Mr. Trump stands for is money. That's all. So, what else do we have here? Avalanche toll doubles to 8 as all 4 missing found dead. 50-hour search and rescue operation comes to an end. Uh, these are people who got killed in an avalanche in the state of Himachal Pradesh, which is a mountainous state. And high-tech gear as rotary rescue saws, thermal imaging, victim loading, location cameras, and avalanche rods used. Rescue dog, drone-based intelligent buried object also has been deployed. Orange alert for heavy snow in Himachal Pradesh. So, and what else do we have here? Let us see here. What else do we have here? US not unreliable ally, but Europe must provide funding for Kyiv, according to UK. Well, I think Mr. Starmer, British Prime Minister, needs to wake up. I don't think he should depend upon the US. And whatever economies that you have in your European common market, they have to band together, join together in the protection of Europe. And as of now, France and England are the two powers, nuclear powers there on the European continent, but hopefully that will change. And the NATO chief says that he told Zelensky to restore relationship with Trump, which sounds stupid to me. In other words, he should suck up to a con man and be happy with a person who was very rude to him in the Oval Office meeting a few days ago, where he told Mr. Zelensky that he has no cards to play with. And Mr. Zelensky was confused because he didn't come to play cards. He was wanting the security guarantee for the thousands and millions of Ukrainians who are being killed on a daily basis there by the Russian mafia that is there. Top US officials suggest Zelensky may have to quit to reach peace deal. But that stinks. That means that the people in Washington only want some rubber stamp puppet whom they can play with. And Russia praises Trump, scolds Europe for being crucible of war, according to Mr. Lavrov, who is the foreign minister of Russia, and says Trump has got a lot of common sense and he's pragmatic, which he's not. Then Gaza reconstruction plan ready, says Egypt, and they're going to present it to the Arab Summit, which is going to be happening on Tuesday. And They don't want it to become a Riviera, as Mr. Trump suggested. Big deal. And what else? The ACLU sues to block migrant transfers by the US to Gitmo. So the American Civil Liberties Union wants to block the transfers, illegal transfers of immigrants to Guantanamo Bay, and so they put the case there. And there was a pro-Ukraine protest near Vermont's ski resort where Vance planned vacation. Mr. Vance, who is the vice president, is basically a person who is completely loyal to Mr. Trump, has no mind of his own, and was shouting there in the Oval Office that Zelensky should be thankful and grateful, which he has been on many occasions. So, scores in US rally against Doge, which is the Department of Government Efficiency, not really a legal department, and they want Mr. Musk to be removed from firing thousands and hundreds and millions of government workers. And according to Mr. Yunus of Bangladesh, need to document Hasina regime crimes, and already crimes are being committed under his own regime there. Uganda reports second Ebola death, victim a 4-year-old. And then a Texas company's robotic vehicle makes lunar landing. So a private company has launched its lunar landing and successfully reached the moon and is going to do experiments there. So this is something of a unique thing, something away from the government, because the moon landing and space journeys were mainly government originated. Mr. Musk has another child, a boy, is 14. He has 14 children. And this fellow, of course, is absolutely another world of his own. And Israel cuts off Gaza aid to press Hamas to express new truce plan. Hamas calls it blackmail, asks Egypt and Qatar to intervene. And in entertainment news, Timothy Chalamet was voted most likely to become famous. Now he's up for an Oscar. And Harrison Ford steps down as presenter at the Oscars after shingles diagnosis. Rep says he's doing okay. And on that note, we wish you a very good day. This is the Aaron Zero Show. Subscribe. Thank you.